Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everyone, wherever you are joining us from in this world. This is our final session on of the Indeed 2023 International Policy and Practitioners Forum. And in truth, it should be not myself speaking here, but all of us gathered together and having the chance to hear from each other about the wealth of insights, experiences, evidence, and ideas that we are each one taking from the 2023 International Forum. I would like to thank the incredible breadth of speakers, experts, practitioners, partners who have contributed through all of the different sessions of this forum, and all of the contributing partners from the United Nations and the European Commission to the more than 40 organizations, law enforcement agencies, NGOs, universities, think tanks, and the people who came together both as speakers and as participants. We hope that this forum has been a space where we've had the opportunity to hear and to share together with colleagues in the field on some of the critical areas of work to improve how we engage with learning and understanding what we are doing in this field in preventing and countering violent extremism, addressing radicalization, and working to prevent violent crime. We have heard about innovations in evaluation and the importance of evaluation as a tool and an instrument to help us to strengthen. I'm looking back for it here from the presentation yesterday with Michael Quinn Patton, our capacity to interpret, the incredible power and potential of evaluation as an instrument which can help to hold a mirror to the work that we do, to our societies, to help us to understand what works, what doesn't work, and why, and to get better at it. And also to realize that we are at a stage in our practice where we can innovate what we are doing in evaluation. There is so much extraordinary work that has been bringing the field forward to make it more inclusive, to make it more participatory, to develop empowerment-based approaches to evaluation in which stakeholders, practitioners, and communities are directly engaged in making sense of and understanding the evidence, gathering the evidence, and working then to improve upon policy and practice. We heard a call, which many of us have repeated through different sessions, from Tarja Manneken in the very beginning. I mentioned it just now in our session on evidence-based policymaking, where she used the word courageous. And we are indeed in a moment in our world where it calls for courage, for ethics, for accountability, and to really ask ourselves about the approaches that we're using and about what needs to be done to address these challenges of radicalization and extremism, not only when it's by lone wolf attacks, not only when it's by groups whose ideologies we can easily identify as ones that we might consider to be hate-filled or angry or extremist, but also when it's official state policy, also when we're seeing, as we are, the dramatic increase in militarism, militarization, and the constant escalation of war globally, or the use of increasingly authoritarian and mano dura policies in policing, while at the same time we have so much evidence that these don't work. We've heard of the importance of training and building capacity. We've heard of the importance of coming together, and in the session we were just in, also speaking to knowing our agency, our ability, each and every one of us, to work to bring forward better practice and better policies. And also the fact that within this group that has joined us these days in the Indeed Forum, there is such an incredible depth of knowledge and experience. And we heard from a number of sessions on using smart hubs or creating spaces where we come together in our communities, in our countries, in our regions, and international, and like here in the forum, to learn, to share, to weave together, and to recognize some of the priorities, some of the issues, and some of the steps we can take to improve policy and practice in the field. I hope that you have found these days as inspiring and as engaging as I have. I'd like to thank everyone for the time that we have taken to join together and to take part in the forum. And also to say that right now, this session is not about an ending. There's a reason that it is labeled Charting the Way Forward. And that is to recognize, as I began with, that we are in a moment of extraordinary potential and opportunity to innovate and to develop this field further. In the Indeed project, there will be a number of steps which we would love to collaborate with you together on. We are working to bring forward the tool that we heard about today, and that will come out on the Indeed platform shortly. We are developing both in-person, on-site training. So many people spoke about the need for training. We're developing training, and we're also developing online courses, and we'll be bringing together webinars, podcasts, video interviews with practitioners and colleagues and experts in the field to help us to grow the body of knowledge that we can have available at our fingertips. Again, diving into some of the key issues which we have addressed in this forum and much more. I would like to invite everyone, if you could, just to take a moment. You see the chat space beside where the speakers' windows are. And I'd like to ask everyone in that chat space, if you were to identify what for you have been the most significant or the most inspiring or most important insights and takeaways from this forum, what are those? And if we could take a moment, all of us together, just to write into the chat, either to share the most important takeaways or your key message that you would like to share with us as colleagues and as a community of practice in this field, please do so. So we have this chat space. I would also like to invite you, if you wish, to raise your hand and just to take a few moments here together to share your own comments, your own reflections on the forum. We want to invite all of us to be able to take part in this space. So I see many wonderful colleagues and many wonderful speakers who've been involved throughout these 2 days. And please do, if you would like to use this opportunity, let us hear and share with us your thoughts, your experience. How has this forum been for you? There is a way, I don't know how to do it, I don't see it here, but to raise your hand, I've been told, and then our support team that's on the technical side will help you. You can turn on the mic and just share with us whatever you would like to. Or if you wish, again, you can put it into the chat. And please don't be shy. It's a wonderful group of people here. So in case anyone would like to, it's a wonderful chance to take the opportunity. I know so many people here that have been brilliant speakers throughout these sessions, and we'd be very glad to hear your thoughts and your reflections at the completion of the forum. Please, Gerezi Herhaftu. I think you need to turn off your mute or turn on your mic. Okay. I think it may not be working. If you wish to, you just need to press on the microphone button, and then that will turn on your mic for us to be able to hear from you. But if nobody has anything that they would like to share, there you go. If nobody has anything you'd like to share at the end of the 2-day forum, then on behalf of myself and on behalf of all of the organizers and the partners that have been involved, I'd like to say thank you for joining us. At the end of the forum in the coming days, we will also share with you an evaluation form where we would like to invite your thoughts and your feedback on it. I've been told by my colleagues that there's a raised hand, so please, we do want to give the floor to everyone and to invite you to share with us your thoughts on the forum. Please, Excellence.
Okay, are you hearing me?
Yes, we hear you well. Excellence, we heard you and then we've lost you for a moment, please.
Okay. I have three quick comments. First, I really appreciate the purpose and the presentations and the sessions. And I'm very glad to listen to Ervin speak about the frustrations he's experiencing. Now, I work in Cameroon, and I'm working especially in the northwest region of Cameroon, where there is the Ambazonia crisis, the seeking for independence from the French Cameroon, as it were. Okay. The problem I notice here is that the Ambazonia constituency, which are the rebels, are finding it very easy to recruit new people to fight the battle that is claiming their lives. So there is a sense of hopelessness among the young people that the Ambazonia forces, as it were, have been able to seize that as an opportunity to recruit very many young people who see the economic situation as being hopeless. So the hopelessness has to be addressed if we are going to address violent crimes. That's one. Two, there is a problem where unplanned pregnancy, early childbirth, when children give birth to children, to have parenting gaps. And with those parenting gaps, we are going to raise children who are not raised right to face the societal negatives. So early childbirth is giving room to perpetrate the culture of violent crimes. We need that to be addressed. And three, we need to respond to the challenge of the trust gap between citizens and law enforcement. When citizens do not trust law enforcement officials, when they suspect them, even when they have credible information that can lead to stopping violent crimes, they are not able to go forward to law enforcement. So there's a trust gap between citizens and law enforcement agents. Okay, so these are my 3 points. Thank you very much for a very powerful conference. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you so much as well. Thank you for sharing these thoughts with us. Much appreciated. I know that a number of people have shared with me that they are writing in the chat. Again, please don't hesitate, and please feel free if you'd like to put your hand up, and the team will help to turn on the mic. I wish that this was a space where everyone could just be robustly engaging and sharing together. But we'd really like to hear, what do you take from this forum? What have been issues or ideas or challenges that have been important to you, and what inspiration have you gotten from the different sessions? Please, Norina. Norina, sorry, your microphone is not working. We're not hearing you on it. It's not coming through. No. No, I'm afraid not.
Is it working now?
How we can.
Okay. Wonderful. So I just wanted to share with everyone that I appreciated very much being part of this deep thinking space, as Michael Quinn Patton said yesterday evening. And it was wonderful to be part of this open space for dialogue and for creating synergies with other people in the field. And it was really important to be in this space to reflect together and to problematize. And I'm really happy that I was part of a team that managed to bring this about. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Nina. And then I believe also Josephine Mwenda has indicated that you could speak. So Lucci and Patrick, if we can help to enable for Josephine, that would be wonderful. Josephine, I think you might have to put your hand up. I'm sorry, everyone, that I don't see where it is you do that, but I hope that it is clear and easy for everyone to see. Please, Josephine.
Hello.
We hear you well. No, now it went back on mute, Josephine. Sorry.
Okay.
There we go.
Is that okay?
That's perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Just for giving me this 1 minute, because I really want to appreciate this forum. It was well organized. There were good sessions, thought-provoking sessions. And from my side, as an evaluator, I think I learned a lot. First of all, I know that when we produce an evaluation report, we give ourselves a pat on the back, like we've delivered, we've done our work. But I think the last session yesterday with Michael really, gave me a pause to say, wait a minute, there's more that has to happen after the evaluation report is done. And it made me think, usually when we even give these evaluation reports, we give to people that may not even be privy to the evaluation thinking. And so we expect them to take on board the recommendations that we've provided without having a good conversation, on the evaluation. How do they take them forward? And so I think that was really very mind-provoking, and I learned a lot. Thank you, Kay, for this wonderful forum, and looking forward to more engagements. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Josephine. And thank you to everyone. I think it is so important to say that this forum, and indeed the work that we are all doing, is the work of a community, the work of a community of practice. And I had the extraordinary good fortune, together with some colleagues, to be able to speak over the months leading up to the forum with so many of the speakers involved, including yourself, Josephine. And every single time it was inspiring to hear about the work that people are doing in so many different areas and bringing this forward. And I hope that the forum that we have created together these days has helped all of us to experience that, to see how much innovation, how much extraordinary work there is, how many steps and practical steps are being taken, and to hear those calls to courage, the invitation to think, and to realize that it is up to the power of every one of us to help to improve and to bring this forward, but that power becomes greater together.
Totally.
The Indeed Forum in 2024 will be in person. So we hope to see many of us there live, and I feel a deep sense of remorse. I am speaking with everyone from Romania, and it is our tradition here that at the end of this forum, we should be going out for a meal and a good celebration and discussions together that would go until the sunrise. And while we cannot do that necessarily to now as we're all in different parts of the world, I hope we will come together for that opportunity with Indeed Forum in 2024. Abdi Ali, you have joined us. Please, would you like to share your thoughts? Thank you so much, Joseph. Handing over to Abdi.
Hello, good afternoon. Good evening, everyone. And let me to thank first the organizers and the panelists who have been shared us more information and concern about in Somalia, that we are fit up for the program. We are fit up the world well understanding and we are very happy to be among these very interested panelists. So I thank it. I am director of City in Somalia. Especially these programs of 2 days was very interesting and very appreciated too. For the sake of that, these presentations and lessons have been present here. It is directly related my work as BCVE and CVE and traffic human rights, child soldiers. It is all about the circumstance we are very experienced and faced more time. So I very appreciate for the participants and all the guests around here. I know we have been here a long time. I can't express my pleasure to have got all about the interesting topics that's directly relevant to my interesting and service that I do to my country. So thanks so much. Uh, all of them, I can't name anyone. So thank you so much again. Good evening.
Thank you, Abdi. And it has been a wonderful experience to be joined together with colleagues and practitioners from around the world. And thank you to everyone who's taken part, colleagues from law enforcement agencies in so many different countries, from civil society and non-governmental organizations, from universities, local and national governments, the European Commission, the United Nations, and so many more. Thank you for being with us through the Indeed 2023 International Policy and Practitioners Forum. We would like to leave you. Yesterday, Michael ended his session with a song. Today, we will end with a quote. Caminante no hay camino, se hace camino al andar. Traveler, there is no road. The road is made as one walks. It has been a pleasure and a privilege for us to walk it together with you these days. And we look forward to all we will do together going forward from here. We wish you, wherever you are in the world, a good and a safe evening, night, or morning. Thank you for taking part